This is just insane. So a few hours ago, CPKC has just announced that they are getting 65 SD70ACe-T4’s, along with a few GE T4’s, but we don't care about those. Those are kind of mid. Anyways, wow. Who would have known that CPKC of all the companies would get SD70ACe-T4’s? I'm in shock. For a mostly GE-centric roster, this is big. This is just, I don't even know, man. Before I continue on, I gotta do a recap of some things. Back in like August of 2024, I'm pretty sure, they got like 10 ET44s, not ET44s, SD70T4’s, my bad. They got 10 SD70ACe-T4’s from UP to use as like a demonstrator to see if they would want some. After their lease on CPKC was done, they went back to UP and I'm probably still in service for them. Yeah. We got ghosted for quite a while until a little while later when this image was shown of CP7432. Now, some people speculated that this was one of the SD70ACe-T4’s. But it turned out it was not. It was actually a CPKC ET44. Which this is where our hope kind of dropped. CPKC would get 8 Baffinland ET44’s from GE, and later 100 more ET44’s. However, we knew that they purchased around 170. And it would later be found out that those 170 would come this year, in 2026. Along with 65 SD70ACe-T4’s. Now, the only other railroad that has bought SD70ACe-T4’s is Union Pacific.
Quick fact checked here, the Lake State Railway had like 4 so.
Which, in that term, means quite a lot for EMD, because people are actually starting to buy their SD70ACe-T4’s. Which they were originally a flop, but then EMD made like changes to them, all that stuff, to make them good again. And like I said, 10 was sent over to CPKC, and a little while later, about a year later, we have got 65 of them planned for the roster. Now, this got me wondering, what will they do with the SD70ACes? Will they retire them, throw them into storage, maybe just sell them to like LETX, maybe like back to EMD? It's very, very possible. Very possible. And another thing to think about is the number range. I was speculating this with a friend earlier, and I think they're going to start it off from the ACU series. 7060 to around 7124, somewhere around there. Now, since the SD70ACe-T4’s are coming soon, this also is a good opportunity for CN to take notes, which they currently are. They have 4 EMDX SD70ACes on their roster right now. Pretty sure it's like 72 something, like 7222, a lot of that. They are currently being tested as well. They're on lease. And what I've heard, they are going quite well. With CPKC ordering 65 of them, I'm sure this will boost up CN in trying to get them. But that's my opinion, so
Final thoughts. This is gonna be amazing. I've been looking forward for some new EMD power, such as like this, the tier 4 aces. I usually only get like SD70ACes, like the tier 3 ones, the SD40-2s, the GP38s, GP20s, ACUs, that's it. Not saying that they're bad or anything, just saying it gets boring a little bit. Unless if it's a heritage unit, so yeah. And unless it's an SD40, because I don't mind those. Those are peak. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do whatever you want, I don't care. Have a good day, night, midday, midnight, I don't know.